Hi there, Virgo. It's Sebastian getting your reading for April. I can't believe it is close to the end of the year. I mean, we've still got um, a few more months, but it's definitely we are definitely well and truly into the year. So Virgo, let's look at your reading. We've had a few readings that are ups and downs. Energies are this way, that way, and it seems like you're no different. Let's begin. So Virgo, in the current moment, there's disaster, there's destruction, there's upheaval, there's trauma, there's sudden changes, and it feels like chaos for you at this current present moment in time. The influences around you right now for yourself and others is generosity and charity and community. You're feeling that when you work together, you'll get the outcome that you need. There's definitely been some heartbreak and assertiveness direction when it comes to love and romance. There's a person that obviously wants you back, and there's you that's saying what will change. This person is, uh, I'm sensing this person is a little bit too much for you at times. So this person can be the one for you, and then they're definitely not the one for you. They feel like happiness and healing when it comes to you, but it just feels for you like your significant other is a big charmer. Your significant other is thinking you're moving away from destiny. That's where they're standing from. They're standing from you're moving away from destiny. You're not being truthful. You're not cutting my way because of I just think that they're being very selfish in this current moment. And even though they're being selfish, the one thing that you need to realize, even if they are being selfish, is that they're being compassionate by waiting for you. Even though they're being selfish, there's a lot of I'll wait for you in the cards, which in itself is a very noble experience to have. I find that that's reasonable to have somebody wait for you, right? That's a really reasonable, nice nice thing to have is when someone is reasonable and uh although that they're impatient and sure they're mysterious and good looking and they can get anyone they want. If they're waiting for you, they're waiting for you for a good reason. In the past, you were harvesting, you were looking for growth, you were looking for progress, you were looking for results. You had a lot of new opportunities, abundance, prosperity in the recent past. The key is to socialize. There's secrets within that. There's secrets within your socialization, but I feel like the secrets come because you were so uncomfortable socializing that you didn't really want to tell people that you're meeting new friends, that you're trying to get a different hope. You know one of the key secrets for this relationship is to be social, is to actually communicate with them. Like I think that when this person sees you, they see you as a person that's funny, intuitive. They see you as a person that has their things together. And so they see you as an inspiration. They also see you as good looking. They see you as a go-getter. It's been a while since you've connected with this person. I can sense and I can feel and I can see they're not in a position to think about that in a heavy way. So they're not saying you live without me and therefore live without me further. I think they're in a position of saying to themselves, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate who you were before and now, which is a nice thing to see. There's a lot of blockages with you when it comes to money and you're stressed about it. And I think that you don't want this person to see that you're stressing about money and you're looking at stability first and foremost. The goals and aspiration that you're wanting to get is courageous, to be energetic, to be heroic, is to be that person that you know that you need to be. There's certain plans and secrets that you have to explore new adventures, to get into a new business. And it's getting up and doing what you need to do. Now, if you don't do that, you're going to lose, you're going to feel trapped, and you're going to have to accept lessons learned if you're not doing this right now. So the energies are saying you need to get up and go, you need to get this done, you need to get all of these things that you need to get done on your to-do list. And when that happens, your wishes will come true, your dreams will come true, you'll feel contentment, satisfaction, and achievement if you get up and go, right? This person is not conducive of you being a full-on life. They're really conducive of you giving them all your time. They're very selfish with their time. They're very selfish with your time. So just know that that's just a part of what's going on here, and you feel like them giving you this home feeling, this feeling of home is lies, and you feel I think sometimes when you're with this person, because you've had a past with this person, I think that you feel like they're just going to trap you and you're not allowed to go out. Basically, you're not allowed to do things, see things, experience things. Look, I'm not going to say let this person go. I'm not going to say you need to explore different opportunities. You need a new love life. That's not at all what the cards are saying. The cards are saying there's a second opportunity. It's come back around for a reason and a purpose. There's obviously destiny here. There's obviously fate. But it also says that you want to get back to your divine feminine or your masculine, whether you're a male or female listening to this. You don't want to be in conflict with your ego. You don't want to be in conflict with their ego. And although that you're curious and witty and you're communicative, you're still very alert, and it's tiresome and exhausting for you to be alert when you're communicating. I think Virgos, when you communicate, you're always in a position of I need to communicate with ease, and I need to communicate with purpose, and I need to communicate in a way that is good for me. And you just feel like this person isn't communicating to you in a way that's good for you, or I just think they're possessive. That could be the word. Look, it says that honesty and independence is a good thing. It also says that it gives you confidence and you're self-assured, and it says to trust your own instincts and your leadership and the bigger picture. You need to take control of your own feelings and your manifestations and this situation. So sure, if you feel like this person is possessive, controlling, they take things away from you a lot more than they're giving, sure, take the lead. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Find your purpose, and you'll get your purpose, you'll get your understanding, you'll get what it is that you're looking for. It says that the commitment to you right now feels like liars, and it feels like there's a lot of strife, and there's a lot of suffering that you have to go through if you do pick this relationship for you at this time. It says the negative feelings that you've had is the sacrifices that you've had to provide in the past, or you had before. With family and friends, it feels like there's addiction, and this feels like there's oppression, and that feels like obsession, and there's a lot of excess dependency. There's a lot of limitations with your friendships. I think that letting go of past friendships that really hurt you in the past is something that's going to be really good for you. And when you do let that go, now see, there's a lot of like, you felt a lot of happiness with these friendships and new feelings, and you felt spiritual and connection and intuitiveness with this group of friends and people that you were with before. But there was a lot of difficult choices. There was a lot of denial and stalemate. There was a lot of hidden information, secrets. There was a lot of things that they kept from you. There's a lot of things that you kept from them. Whether this is a good thing, I'm not too sure. Whether it was because you kept a lot of secrets, because it says here you're keeping secrets. So I know that that's just you in general. Sometimes you do keep secrets. I feel that you keeping secrets is a good thing to you. But sometimes when you provide too much information to people, I understand that it can be a little bit too much. So I understand that things cannot work out in your favor if you're doing that. But it says also, when it came to love, you were very adventurous and you wanted that unity, you wanted that partnership, and you were very artistic and graceful and diplomatic when you were in this. But there's a lot of addictive feelings when you're in these friendship groups, or when you're with this person, for example. I'm not too sure who it is, what it is that you're addicted to, or that sense of addiction, but there was a purpose for this in your life, and whether you like it or not, it's still there and you still struggle with it. But there needs to be boundaries, there needs to be good priorities, there needs to be understanding on your end that you can't have somebody else master your emotions or your feelings for you, that you also need to take control and lead as well, okay? So it says that with your hopes and your dreams, to be courageous and to be brave and confident and compassionate, you are who you are. You're doing way too many things at a time, Virgo. I've got a few Virgo friends, and they're exactly like that. When it comes to letters, I don't know if there's going to be a letter, and I don't know if there's going to be a letter about money in particular, but I mean, you can wait for that if you want, but I think just make your money. There's a lot of money stresses that I'm seeing in your cards, so I wouldn't wait for a letter, I wouldn't wait for confirmation to make money. I think the best thing that you can do is make money for yourself. Move away from arguments and there'll be new beginnings for you. There's a child in the picture, there's a thought process of a child, or there's a child in your life right now, or maybe a new beginning with a new child. But whatever that is, there is blessings coming your way. even though there's stress about crossroads with that, there is going to be a new adventure. But I think when it comes to commitment with this love story, I'd stay away from socials. So if you're thinking that this person idolizes you, and the only reason why is through socials, I just don't think that's happening. I think that yeah, they are lying if that's what you're thinking about. This person's also waiting on messages from you, but you choose. You choose what pathway you want to take, but stay away from socials to communicate with them. It says that in the end, the outcome to all of this is tradition, beliefs, knowledge, education, and being who you are in a way that you know who you are in society. Okay. So Virgos, until next time, have a great April.